Welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. Really pretty journal. I just finished, and this one is an oldie but a goodie. Mary Ware's Promised Land, and I love the cover. This beautiful woman with her hat, riding side saddle on her white horse, coming out of what looks like a plantation or an estate with the iron gates. Did some repairs to the spine because it was completely disintegrated when I got it, and kept the rest of it all intact. Put some a whole variety of vintage beads on the side to match the cover. I'm really happy with it. I added some white ribbon to the closure to match the white horse and this vintage button. I just think it's so lovely. I kept in the first pages as always. And everything in here, of course, is authentic, antique, and vintage ephemera. I don't use anything commercial. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my style. And I have so much antique paper. I need to use it up. I love these stamps from the library. I just think they're fabulous. Let's take a little look through here. And our first pages bring us to this 1923 was the last publishment date of this edition here, and let's keep going. This is from 1937, Up One Pair of Stairs, and this is actually vintage flip chart paper from the 70s that I hand stamped on. And look at this beautiful plate from the book Odd, early 1900s. It's absolutely stunning. A girl hanging up her draperies. And I've tucked it into this pocket from 1953 yearbook, which has all the autographs on it. So each student autographed on their own picture. I am in love with it. Love it. And this is a double photograph pulled out of a photo album. And this one says the senior cottage. And then over here are some of the campers. And I love that their beds are outside. They must have done a sleep under the stars thing. This is from 1930. Aren't those awesome? I couldn't peel it off, so I left them both intact for fear of ripping them. And over here, I have a lovely 1950s theater arts magazine. This looks like a hilarious play. I'm tempted to look it up. This is from a vintage bird book. So you've got the bald eagle here. And look at this wonderful picture here. I love it. And all the blue. That was a very special page. You can journal all on here. I added a nice cluster. And this is an early 1900s page. Look at that gorgeous image there. Isn't that spectacular? I think so. I'm in love with all these pages. It's so hard to let them go sometimes. Man in the Moon page from 1930s. Made this little book tucked into this pocket from a vintage doily. And it's from my giant book, The English Garden. I've used lots of these plates. But before I threw out the dust jacket, I pulled that off it. And I've made just this little mini book here. It's even got some pockets with some tags and images. These are from the 1800s, these images. And just awesome. So, little bonus book there. This is fantastic. This came from the field guide of birds from the 1950s. And I love that it has the little tab on it here that says warblers. And there, look at those. They are fantastic. Tennessee. Gee, wouldn't that be fun if somebody from Tennessee bought it with the Tennessee warbler on there? Anyways, they're gorgeous. This is a page from a theater arts magazine, and I just could not cover this up. This Dream Girl, all these wonderful old showboat, Broadway plays. Look at that. I'm in love with it. And then this here, look at this stunning picture from 1926 magazine, the Delineator. It's huge, but look at her. Isn't she? Look at that outfit, the flapper outfit. And some lovely images on the other side as well. Devonshire cloth. So anyways, I think whoever gets this journal is going to love that. I put a little children's book image here. Botanical roses from a vintage botanical book. Just some fun little bits here. I made this tag out of a vintage children's book page. That's the top of another book page. This is a math book from the 1800s. I guess math never changes. And in the back, I have this little pocket, another math page, and I put some antique paper on the back for journaling. So you can journal there. Isn't that great? And I just put a little beading on my paper clip there. And on this side is another vintage magazine page. This one is from the 50s, and it's all about rugs, rug hooking on this side. I just love it. I think it's fantastic, colorful. I have a lot of fun with that if you're a mixed media artist, or gosh, just to look at it, it's fun. And vintage doily, children's book page from the 30s. Another tag here, and in this tag I've made a pocket, put this wonderful little advertisement for London, England apartments. Just a little mini journaling tag there. All antique and vintage paper there. And I tucked it into a fun little antique book pocket there. Here's another floating pocket here. And I like this. This is from early 1920s as well. It's a butterfly crossword puzzle. It's still intact. You can fill it out if you like. And a boat. Tucked it in a pocket here so you can journal on here and here. And on the back here, made a pocket here out of a children's book page. And just another really fun little ad here because it's about secondhand and rare books. And that is from the 1940s. Is that cool? So just a lot of really fun hidden things in here. I'm thrilled. Look at that birthday party page. More vintage pages. This is one of the Longfellow poems. I'm in love with those poems. And look at this awesome one with ink and glue. Is that fun? This is a vintage postcard, probably from the 50s. And a children's book page. One of these wonderful hard cardstock pages that are kind of fuzzy from 1903. A children's book page here, The Happy Prince from the 40s. And this is a vintage recipe page. And then this is a 1950 how-to ballroom dance book. And because it opened the other way, I've attached it that way here. Put in some more antique paper there. And made a pocket on the back where I've hidden this little journaling pocket here. Isn't that fun? I just put in so many fun little hidden spots in this one. I really went to town. Went a little crazy. But I love it. And there's the original last page of the book, the end. So that's going up on Etsy now, hyperstamper.etsy.com. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you soon.